Hello, my name's Vivienne. I'm a bagaholic. It's been 41 days since I bought my last handbag. It's time to jump in. Hello everybody and welcome back, and yesterday we are doing all the handbags, 16 handbags I have sold and why. I'm going to give you all the reasons I sold the handbags, plus go through a little bit about each handbag, you know, just so we can go through the whole process together. It might help you understand how to figure out if your handbags work for you in your wardrobe, in your lifestyle, all the rest of it, all the juice. Today we are giving a lovely big shout out to what Bridget did. Hi, what Bridget did. Bridget, what did you do? What did you do, Bridget? How are you, hon? And the fragrance of today is, I haven't used this beauty for a while now. It's the beautiful Portrait of a Lady by Frederic Malle. And you know, when I put her on today, I was like, oh my God, this is just one of those. She is strong and sexy and pungent. And you know, when you put her on, you feel quite powerful. I don't know what it is. Some scents make you feel a certain way, and that's what I love about fragrances. And this one is one of those. She's strong and punchy. She means business, but she's sexy. And all the notes will be on screen for you, so you can screenshot it, because I think that's the handiest way for us all. So that's Portrait of a Lady by the beautiful Frederic Malle. 16 handbags that I have sold, and I'm going to go through them pretty quick. It's not going to be too long, and I hope it's going to help you out. And I'm going to go through the reasons, as I said, being number one reason was the lack of use. I had some beautiful Gucci bags, as you know, and they are gone. I sold 3 Gucci bags. So the bags I'm going to talk about today, I've sold in the past year to year and a half. I'm not going to talk about bags that I've sold prior to that, because we've already done videos on that, and you can watch those in my playlist. So I'm going to talk about Gucci, and the first one being my beautiful Gucci Soho Disco in that gorgeous rose beige color. And actually, one of my subbies, Renata Travers, hi Renata, how are you, was on to me the other day, and she goes, Viv, she was actually looking at buying my Gucci Soho Disco off me when I was selling it, and she's thinking about buying the bag again. And this bag is stunning. She's still to this day one of the best nudes I've ever had in my collection, and one of my lovely subbies bought her, and I hope you're enjoying her, hon, because she is gorgeous. Do I regret selling the bag? No, I think about her a lot, because she was very dear to my heart, that bag, in that it's just the color, and she was very soft. The Gucci Soho Disco bag, the leather is just beautiful. I got her for a lovely price way back in the day. I think they're at 1,300 now. But I sold her because I had so many caramel bags, Exhibit A. And I thought, listen, I don't want to have, I can't justify having all that, a number of so many, you know, caramel bags in my collection, and you just don't get to use them all. I absolutely detest walking into my wardrobe and my closet and basically just seeing bags that I haven't worn in a very long time. So that was the reasoning behind that one. The next Gucci one I sold is my Gucci Vintage, and this was a stunner that I bought like 20 years ago, and then all the hobos came back again. This hobo, she was stunning in box leather. Again, I didn't reach for her, and I was just kind of getting rid of bags I didn't use. And also, another reason why I was letting some bags go was I just wanted to free up some cash and use it for other things rather than my items collecting dust in my closet, and that's being very honest. The third one in Gucci that I let go of was this beautiful little pochette that was gorgeous. Many memories, myself and herself years and years ago, flying around Dublin. I used her a lot, but again, I just had to let her go. I mean, I don't go out as much, I don't have the occasion, and then I have other bags that fit that purpose, so it just made a lot of sense to me to let that bag go. In the YSL category, I let go of the small YSL Lulu in the beige. She was a stunner. I'm only going to touch on this because I touched on it before. I found her too big for every day, and then I wasn't really wearing her as an occasion bag. She was kind of in betweeny, and then, as you know, I got my beautiful YSL toy Lulu, which I use all the time, and so I let her go. Again, she was sitting in my wardrobe. Loved the chains on that bag. So if you prefer a bigger bag, depending on your lifestyle, and that is another reason I want to touch on for getting rid of bags, is your lifestyle. My lifestyle obviously is not how it was 20 years ago. I'm not running around going out a lot. I'm, you know, doing mommy things. I don't need to carry a lot of stuff, so I had to get rid of that bag. Another reason I wanted to let go of certain number of bags, as I said, I had 41 handbags and I'm now down to 25, and ideally I would like to get that number to 20 because of point number 2, which is security. I like to travel a lot, I like to go away, and I like to be worry free, and I just thought, you know what, if I'm going to keep collecting bags like this, I'm just going to worry, are they going to be okay when I'm traveling? I don't want that. So if I have less bags, I have less to worry about. The Louis Vuitton bags that I let go of, well, which are they? Well, I think you would know a lot. Let's start back at the vintage, the LV vintage that I let go of. I think this was called Damar or Damier or something like that. Again, beautiful bag, didn't use it, said, look, let's just free up some cash. That was totally the reason. I could never see myself using that bag. Actually, I think I used it way back once and that was it, so that had to go. My Lucky BB, which I absolutely loved, it was such a little cutie. I bought that bag because, I've told you this story before, I wanted this one and I couldn't get it. So my Lucky BB was the purchase I bought to kind of, you know, thinking I would satiate myself in the meantime on it would do, and that I would scratch the itch, but as I've said before, it didn't. So I bought her, and then I got my hands on this beauty, which I just, as you know, love. Won't bore you with the stories. Took off the little twilly today just to show you, look how good she's looking. So if you're ever thinking of getting twillies or anything, I would suggest and recommend big time, because the vachetta on this is just absolutely brand new. She really is holding up perfectly, this bag. The next bag I let go was my beautiful Takashi Murakami. And this one was stunning. And again, it was a collector's piece, and I had bought her in place of my Mila clutch, the Takashi Murakami one that got lost. And it was beautiful, but for some reason I didn't love it as much as the Mila clutch and the Takashi Murakami, even though it was a better size, definitely a better size for phone and things like that. But she was definitely one I let go to free up some money, and I didn't know, as I had told you before, that this beauty was coming into my life. But I had decided in my head, even though last year I had gone in and chanced my arm, as I told you the story. If you haven't seen the story, I'll link it up here. Chanced my arm with this one, ended up getting her sooner, way sooner than I ever thought I was going to get her. But I wanted to be prepared, if ever. The next two I have are my Speedy and my Neo Noe. My Neo Noe went to lovely Ina. Hi Ina, hope you're enjoying it. I'm talking to her all the time, she's a lovely girl. And she said, Viv, this bag would be perfect for me. She has a little baby and she goes for walks and she takes the babes out and puts the stuff in. Perfect, perfect. For me, it was too big. I'm going to run up and down to the mall, to the supermarket, to the shops, running errands and things. And I bring my Longchamp pliage bag for those kind of jobs, and then I like to use my little smaller bags for my phone and things like that. So I wanted to free up some cash. That was the reason for letting the Neo Noe and the Speedy go. Again, the Speedy was such a stunning bag, and I actually was afraid with that bag. I was like, oh God, like that's such a classic that I was like, will I regret? And I just thought, no, let it go. Let it go. You can always get it again. It's one of those that I know the price increases and everything else, but sure, you know, what doesn't go up? The next, it's a bit of a mix match categories for the next few. I let go of my Prada tote, which was too big. It was black as well, and that is another point and reason why I let go of some bags, because I have had way too many black bags. I did use that bag for a while, but now it was just too big for me. Nice for traveling and stuff, and the quality was lovely, but I let it go, and one of my subbies bought that again. Another bag, the next one, number 10 I think it is my Mulberry tote in the beautiful cognac, delicious caramel. Oh, the color of that bag was divine. Stunning, stunning bag, but just didn't use it. She just wasn't being, you know, useful in my life. And so what's the point? What is the point? What are we all at? Like, the next category I'm going to talk about is Fendi. I think it was 4 or 5 Fendi bags. I had 2 Fendi baguettes. The first one was in Python. It was quite a limited edition. It was beautiful, but I wasn't mad. It was a gift. I had got it as a gift, and I used it to death way back in the 2000s. And I really did use it a lot. But then more recently, I just wasn't mad on the colour combination. Some people might think I'm mad, maybe I am. I don't have any regrets. I might get another one soon. I don't think I'll get an exotic, to be honest with you. But she was an exotic and I let her go. And the other Fendi baguette I had was a little mini one. It was a pink one that I bought in Capri years and years ago for £700, or it was €700. Yeah, can you imagine? And I got great use out of that as well, but I let those two go. And then I had one Zucca print Fendi kind of hobo bag, and I had a Fendi sheepskin and shearling bag, which was another limited edition. Beautiful, kind of a strange shape, but it was a fun bag. So those four are gone. And again, it was just about letting go of bags that I wasn't using. I had two Jimmy Choo bags. I had one Jimmy Choo clutch, the gold one that I let go of. It was beautiful. And the colours and the sparkle in that bag were gorgeous, and I used it for a few weddings and at different occasions. And I let it go because I had got my use out of it. You know, one of those situations where even though it was in really good condition and I could have used it again and again, that if you wear it to another wedding, you're like, oh, didn't you wear that bag the last time? That bag last. So I got my use out of it and it was still in perfect condition. So I said, no, I'm going to let that go now. And if I do need something in the future, I can get something else. So, and I had bought this beauty, which I had showed you before. And I don't know if I'd wear this to a wedding. She's quite big for a wedding. And I have talked about kind of saying the fact that I don't use her, and I have thought about letting her go. But every time I take this bag out, and I don't know if you can see it, but the actual quilts on this clutch and the butteriness of this she's I think one of the softest lambskins I have in my collection. She's a tiny bit of dirt here on the back, but I mean, like, it's basically nil. But she's a beauty, so that's why I let the other one go. So 41 down to 25 bags, like, that makes me feel actually really proud. And as I said, I'm definitely going to get down to 20 and below. I just feel that would be a good number for me. It would be a good number for my head. It'd be a good number to go, oh, I'll use that for that. And every one of my bags would have a purpose, would have a use. The very last bag that I sold and I let go of today, and I have talked about for a while, she's literally just gone in the post, off she's gone, is my Celine box bag. She's gone. Bye-bye, Celine box bag. She was a beauty, an absolute beauty. I'd put her up a few times, and none of you were that interested, I know, because I think really the new Celine Triomphe logo is out, so I let her go to Vestiaire Collective. That's who I let her go, and somebody bought her over there. So I'm happy with that because she was too small for me, and I have my little lambskin, my Chanel square lambskin. I just thought, what am I doing? What am I doing? So I let her go. So I'm slowly recouping, you know, some of the funds for Missy Moo here, and some of my funds that were in my savings and that had been, you know, taken out for other reasons, and for my upcoming holiday and hopefully things like that. So that was the reason. And you know, this bag, she means a lot now, definitely, because of how hard she was to get her and letting other bags go. And I think that justifies it and makes me appreciate her more. So that the less you have, the more you appreciate, and the longer it takes you to get something, it's like that delayed gratification. You definitely appreciate them more. And I think I feel happier in myself having less and justifying to myself, well, I did. I sacrificed, you know, a bit, because yeah, we all have to sacrifice. I sacrificed a bit to get that beauty, and you know, I'm happy with that. I don't want so many bags that I'm overwhelmed and that I'm just, oh my God, which bag? Because I have 14 black bags, and that was another reason, as I had said to you there. I will never stop loving handbags, but I want to enjoy them in my way. And again, we all get influenced by each other and by social media and by it. But I want you to know that, like, it's okay to want less. Not like, it doesn't have to have 40, or you don't have to have 10 or 15 Birkins or 25 Chanel handbags or 25 or 30 Louis Vuitton handbags. Like, because really, do you even see the bags that you have through the clutter? You know, it's like seeing the wood through the trees or whatever. It's just, I'm very happy with that. I hope this has helped you, and my reasoning behind, you know, cutting down. A lot of it, as I said, was money. A lot of it was because I just had too many and I wasn't using them. And so they're my reasons, and I hope they've helped you out. And there's one other reason that I'm not revealing today, so mean. So mean, Viv. But I'm gonna reveal in my very next video. So stick around. And by the way, hit the bell. Because if you ring my bell, you'll get notified. Do to my next video. See, I better if I sing them, because then if I sing them, I can't get struck out and I can't get copyrighted because I'm just singing myself. You know, YouTube, you know. So that's it. Stay tuned for my next video. I have a big reveal for you. I love you lots. Subscribe, hit the bell, be my friend. And until next time, be kind, be safe. She had chocolate today. And be compassionate. Love you lots, guys. Mwah.